Hi friend, welcome to this hip opening practice where we'll get some mobility and stretching into our hips as well as through the entire body, of course. You don't need anything for this practice, but we're gonna start with a pranayama, a breathing exercise. So I have just a folded up blanket to sit up on. You can have that, a towel or a cushion, or even a yoga block if you have anything like that at home, just to get the hips elevated over the knees. That will help to relieve the back and just make sitting for a few minutes a bit more comfortable. So once you have that, I'll meet you on the mat and we'll find our flow. So to help the body open and the hips relax, we're going to start with a pranayama, a breathing practice that's meant to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest part of our nervous system. We're going to do this by extending our exhales, so making them longer than our inhales. It's simple and I will guide you through. So when you have your seat, just let your body soften here, and when you're ready, you can close your eyes down. Let your hands land on your knees or in your lap. Start to soften through your belly. Let it expand as you inhale. And gently contract as you exhale. We'll take one more inhale and exhale with your natural breath here. Exhaling all the air out. And we'll inhale to a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the counting. Just let the air flow naturally. Notice if anything shifted. And we'll take one more inhale together in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently close your lips and breathe in and out through your nose. Just finding this relaxation in your jaw from breathing out through your mouth. See if you can stay with your jaw relaxed. And just notice that when your jaw relaxes, so does your hips. And then we'll plant the hands by our sides, fingertips onto the mat. And gently open your eyes here. We'll inhale and sweep the arms out to the sides and all the way up. Look up. Exhale, right hand to the floor as we lean to the right. Left hand reaches up, up, up. Maybe the forearm comes down to the ground. Maybe you keep the elbow lifted here. Just extending through the side body. One more breath here. Inhale back to center, reach up, look up. Exhale, other side, left hand down, reach the right hand towards the left, open through the side. One more breath here, maybe looking up. And inhale back to center. Exhale, hands onto your knees. Inhale, open the chest forward, look up. Exhale, rounding the spine back. Seated cat and cow. Inhale, forward. See if you can relax in your hands, relax in your lower body. Moving with your own breath here. Next time you come forward, start to take it into circles, inhaling forward and then exhaling circle to one side, back, and inhaling forward again. 3 times this direction. And then changing directions, 3 circles the other way. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Coming back through center. And just removing your blanket or your block or whatever you have underneath you, if anything, and place that to the side. We'll take the feet and place them onto the mat or the floor, depending on which way you're facing. Hands behind you. Lift your heart here. Inhaling through center. Exhale, release the knees to one side. Inhale. Exhale. Just finding this windshield wiping movement in the legs. Moving with your own breath, side to side. You can stay with the hands behind you, or next time you come through center, see if you can find your hands in front of your heart. Exhale to one side. Inhale, stay with your tall spine here. And you can stay wherever you feel like you get enough into your hips, where you can stay with a tall spine. So maybe that's the hands behind you. Maybe that's the hands in front of your heart. If you're moving forward, that happens. You can just scooch back a bit. I'll do it here so I can show you the next version. So we're moving to the side here as we exhale, and then if you want to, you can come up to standing. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale center. Exhale other side. Inhale, lift up. Or you just stay moving from side to side with your breath, hands behind you or hands in front of your heart. Moving with your own breath, finding your tempo here. We'll do one more each side. If you're doing the standing, moving with me, or if you're just down, moving from side to side without coming up. It's the same mobility into the hips. Finish the round that you're on, and then we'll meet in a cross-legged seat again. Taking your right leg in front of your left and just lifting it up, finding the sole of the foot into your left arm. Right arm wraps around the outside of the leg, and just start to rock the leg here into your arms. Gently opening up. In one more rocking side to side, and then release that foot on the outside of the left thigh. The left leg can of course extend forward. Left hand onto the right leg, right hand behind you. Inhale, exhale to twist here. Lengthen through your spine. One more breath here. And we're coming back, releasing the right leg, taking the left leg in towards the chest again. Just hugging it into your arms, left arm wraps around this time. And flex the foot gently. And then again, releasing the foot on the outside of the right thigh this time. Right leg can extend forward. Wrapping your right arm around your left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Take another breath here. Now we're going to come through center, releasing the legs, and we'll meet on all fours, hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And take your right leg and extend it out to the side. Toes pointing forward, foot in line with your left knee. Just going to take circles here into our hips, shifting back over to the side, bending in the knees, coming forward. Lengthening the right leg again, back, bending the right knee, and forward. And take one more circle in this direction. And then changing directions, so we move forward to the side, bending in the knee, and back, extending the leg. Making this movement yours. We'll go for one more circle on this side. And coming through center, push away from the mat with your hands and lift the foot out to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, send the foot back and into the chest. And out to the side, kicking through the heel. And back and into the chest. And out to the side and around. Reversing the direction, taking the leg out. Into the chest and back and out to the side and hug the knee into the chest. Extend the leg back out to the side into the chest and reach the foot back, this time coming over with the right foot towards the left, placing the toes outside of the mat on your left side, looking back towards your right heel here, finding a side stretch. One more breath. We're coming back through center, reaching the leg back and place it in line with the left leg, all fours. Let's take a few cat and cows here to release and reset. Inhaling to lift your heart, drop your belly. Exhaling, rounding through your spine, release the head. Just finish the round that you're on, and we'll meet back in a neutral spine, tabletop position here. And then we'll send the left leg out to the side, planting the foot, toes pointing forward. Going into our circles again, shifting back, bending into the left knee and extending, coming forward. Finding 3 circles in this direction. And then changing it, bending into the knee, sending it back, forward, and bending to the side, and back, and forward. Breathing into your hips while you move, coming back through center, lifting the leg and sending it back, hugging the knee into the chest. Extend the leg to the side and back and into the chest. One more this direction, to the side, back, into the chest, and we reverse, reach it out to the side and into the chest, and back to the side and into the chest. One more. And reaching the leg long And walk the toes outside to the right this time. And look back to the left heel here, finding a side stretch. And then back to a neutral tabletop, gently rocking the hips from side to side or taking a few cat and cows here. Just moving any way that feels good for a few breaths. Using your breath, and close your eyes down. Now come into a neutral tabletop again. Place the toes together, walk the knees apart. Hands start to walk forward as you melt your hips back. Child's pose. Your forehead can rest on the mat. You can even grab your blanket if you had one and place it under your forehead. Just start to reach the hands forward, hips back. And let's take a deep inhale through the nose here. Open the mouth, release it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can hear the birds in the background here where I am. It's really, really lovely to have them singing. If you can't, you can just imagine. Take 1 more breath in your child's pose. And we'll inhale to look forward. Walking the knees back in, and we'll move the hips up towards the sky into our downward facing dog. And start to pedal out the legs here, gently bending one knee at a time. And be gently shaking the head, yes and no, to release in the neck. See if you can find your gaze in between your thighs or maybe up towards your navel. And then find your still dog. So really finding your hips up towards the sky, maybe keeping the knees bent, heels lifted a bit to really find the lengthening in your upper body here. If you have the heels down, go ahead and maybe lift the toes up from the mat to really ground down through your heels. And then with your next inhale, we'll start to lift up onto our toes and extend the right leg up towards the sky, pointing the toes. Open the right hip towards the right side and bend the knee. Foot moves cross towards the left glute. Finding an opening in the front of your right hip here. Maybe you can shift your head and see if you can see your toes underneath your left armpit. Take 1 more breath here and then we'll release the left heel down. Extend the right leg back, squaring the hips. Look forward and step the right foot outside of the right hand. We're setting up for our lizard pose here. Hands under your shoulders, right toes pointing forward. You can keep the back knee lifted or you can place it down, releasing the back toes. You can stay on your hands or you can come down on your forearms. You choose whichever position you want to be in. Maybe you can rock a little bit from side to side, backwards and forwards. Really connecting back to the breath, back to those slow exhales. Just breathing into where you feel the pose. Hold for about 3 more breaths in your variation. And coming back up onto your hands if you're on your forearms. We'll step back to downward facing dog. Again, pedal out the legs here. And then when you're ready, lift both heels, come high up on your toes and left foot up, left leg reaches back. And open the left hip to the left and bend the left knee, foot moves towards the right glute. Maybe you can again see if you can see your toes underneath your right armpit here. One more breath here. And then we'll start to extend the leg back, releasing the right heel down, squaring the hips to the front. Inhale to look forward and step that left foot on the outside of the left hand. Setting up for your lizard on the other side. You can come down onto your back knee, release the back foot, or stay up on your toes. Options with the arms are to stay on your hands or coming down on your forearms. Maybe what you did on the other side will not be what you do on this side. Listen to your body again and connect with your breath. Take about 2 more breaths. Wherever you are. And this time we'll just move the left toes out to the side and step the right foot up to meet the left into our squat, our malasana. I'll just come and face you guys a bit more. You can stay where you are. You can have your hands down on the floor in front of you, or you can use your elbows to open the knees to the side, maybe planting your hands together in front of your heart center. And we'll take a few breaths here. You can close down your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose and let the exhale release through your mouth. Feel that when you're relaxing your jaw, your hips also soften a bit. Using your inhales to grow a bit taller through your spine, exhaling to soften the hips, letting them melt closer to the mat. And you can stay still or you can gently sway from side to side. Again, making this pose your own. Take one more breath. And inhale to open your eyes, and we'll come into a seated position. Legs stretching out in front of you. Flexing the toes towards you. Sit up tall here, maybe removing your fleshy parts from your glutes. We're just going to walk our hands forward. Take an inhale here with our tall spine. Exhale, melting, maybe rounding the spine. You choose here where you want to take your fold. You can have a little bend in the legs, of course. You can hold on to the legs or the feet, or just let your hands rest by the sides of your legs. I'm very happy that the sun is coming out, warming my body up a bit more, because a warm body, it stretches easier. Just notice here where you feel the pose. A forward fold like this can really be felt through the entire part of your back body. See if you can make adjustments so that you feel it into your hips, your glutes, really reaching your sit bones back. Take one more breath. And then we'll inhale to come back up. Pointing the toes, place the hands behind you. Take one breath to lift up into a reverse plank. And then lower all the way down onto our backs. Make sure that you have space behind you. Coming down, walk the feet in, knees pointing up. We'll take the right foot and place it on top of the left knee. Open the right knee to the side here. If this is enough, if you feel a stretch in the outside of your right hip, your right thigh, you can stay here. Or you can hug your left knee into your chest. Either way, flex the right toes. If you have your legs lifted, you can use your breath here. So inhaling to open the knee a bit more to the side. Exhaling to hug your left leg in. We're coming towards the end of our practice. See if you can stay with your inner experience here for the last part. Deep inhales, slow exhales. One more breath here. And then plant the left foot back down, keeping the right foot where it is. And then just heel toe your left foot so it's in line with the left side of your mat. And just release the knees down to the right, finding a little twist here. The hands can be on your belly, or you can open the arms out into a cactus. You can have the head facing up, or maybe releasing it towards the left to find a bit more of a twist here. This is one of my favorite stretches, opening the front of the left hip, the left thigh. I find that I can gently intensify the stretch by pressing my knees down and lifting my left hip a little bit more. Take one more breath on this side. We'll come back up through center and release the right foot down. We'll take it onto the other side, left foot on top of the right thigh, the right knee, flexing the left foot. You can stay here, or you can hug your legs towards you. Again, using your breath, inhaling to press the left knee away from you. Exhale, hugging the legs in. It's a very subtle movement, helping us stay focused on the area that we're stretching and focused on our breathing as well. Take one more breath on this side and we'll gently release it back down if you had the legs lifted. Walk the right foot out to the right side of the mat this time and then release both knees towards the left. Find your arm variation, hands on your belly, or open them out into a cactus. You can gently look over your right shoulder if you did that on the other side. Just take one more breath and coming back through center. Releasing the feet. Just hug your knees into your chest. Giving yourself some love. Now we'll release into Shavasana. You can lengthen the legs. Or if you want to take one more hip opener here, you can bend the legs in, placing the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall to the sides. Let your palms face up. Closing your eyes if you haven't already done so, and just feel a sense of heaviness in your eyelids, and let that spread down through your face, your head, your neck, into your upper body and arms, your hips and legs and feet. Releasing the control of the breath. Just taking a final moment in stillness. And this is where I'll leave you today. But if you have time, I encourage you to stay for a few more minutes. Really reap the benefits of your practice. If you need to move on with your day, and start to come up into a seated pose. Wherever you are, end the class in gratitude for the practice, for our bodies. Thank you for joining me on the mat today, and I hope to see you again soon.